Hey team, Jen here. I am making a video post. I actually just finished reading a student post, and I was inspired to maybe probe a little bit more deeply into some of the symbolism that I found in The Stranger. And I wanted to ask a couple questions for you. Now, I'm not sure what the answers are, but I think that this kind of inquiry could be really fruitful as we continue to investigate and interrogate this novel. One thing that always makes me scratch my head in The Stranger is the function of the sun. Um, Now, I've taught a number of courses in global literature before, and some of my favorite literature comes from Asia, particularly from, China. It's really hard to pick your favorite Asian region for great literature, but the Chinese, the symbol of the sun is so important for so much of Chinese culture, and that comes through in their literature. And every time that I reread The Stranger, I'm always struck with in that murderous moment between Meursault and the Arab. Because what seems so predominant for me in that scene is the sun. The sun is constantly referred to, and its effect on Meursault is really driven home by Camus. It's a point of emphasis in this crucial scene. So a question that I always have is why? Why the sun? What does the sun symbolize? Now the sun does for me seem to be functioning as a symbol here, and that's a certain kind of reading this text. It's kind of looking at the symbolism and looking at the meaning of that, kind of an archetypal form of literary criticism, which isn't really something that I engage in very much. But for this text, I do. And I want to know what are the various meanings that the sun has had in different contexts. Now, that's a really loaded question, so I'm going to need your help here to try to unpack this line of inquiry. So let's go ahead, let's engage, let's talk about why all this emphasis on the sun. What has the sun meant in various contexts, and perhaps especially in a French context or in a colonialist context, perhaps in a Middle Eastern context. These are some things that might be fruitful. And I'm also interested in looking at or examining this idea of blindness. Rousseau becomes, kind of blinded by the sun in this instance. And how does this idea of seeing and not seeing function in the stranger? I want to know what you think about this. I look forward to hearing from you.